Hey guys, Grace here, and welcome back to another episode of my storm walkthrough here in Wizards101. We are back, like I said, Wallaru. We are in the Wabigon territory. Hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, y'all, I am back. Hey, I'm super excited, you guys, because I'm so happy to be back in town. Charged to my head and not my heart. I pretty much been back for the past 2 weeks. Last week, you guys, I was supposed to record when I got back in town on January 2nd, but I was, y'all, in jet lag land because that was actually my first time being on an airplane. So before I start talking about my little journey to airplane mode time and going from Chicago airport to Connecticut airport, you know, before I get there, let's go ahead and jump right into this intro because we got a lot of things to catch up on, and also trying to finish up our storm to where it's maxed out before I get it to Darkmoor again, which I definitely know I gotta work on. But yeah, and I also have like a surprise for you as well, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's go. Alright, you guys, so like I said, we're back in Wallaru. I was dreading coming back. I said, we're in Selenopolis, right? Wrongo. We're in Wallaru. So we gotta deal with some nightmares here and there, but as you guys know, we're skipping dialogue because we're not doing too much, so here we go.
Who do we have here, then?
Silent treatment, eh? That's a sign of guilt. We'll get the truth out of you.
Alright, yay, whatever. But yeah, so I went to go see my sister. So my sister and my brother-in-law, they live in Connecticut, and my sister is pregnant. So first niece, definitely wait to see her. The baby's due in March. So we were like, she was like, hey, I would really love to see you guys. This is when we found out that she was expecting around July. She's like, I really want to see you guys going into the new year, spending New Year's together. And we're gonna have like a special guest, and I'm thinking like one of my brother-in-law's, you know, siblings is coming to town. She's pregnant. I was like, what? So yeah, I was like not expecting that at all. I kind of want, I don't know why I want to put on sunblock for some reason, but I think I want a blade and then hit. So the week going into Christmas, we spend the time with my family, my mom and my dad. My dad's a pastor at a church that's like 2 hours away from us, so we went there for Christmas. So we really did not spend Christmas at our house like we wanted to, so we spent Christmas somewhere else, but it was fine. It was different. One thing that I did do, I think I said this in the last video or the last episode, I pretty much prepared all the Christmas cookies already done. I prepared I prepared the dough for the rolls and the dough for the cinnamon rolls. So everything was pretty much done. So when we got there, all I had to do was just pretty much heat up the rolls, pretty much pop them in the oven because I have them frozen. I put in the freezer the rolls and the cinnamon rolls. They were already rolled out, formed how I wanted them to be. So I just put them all in the freezer in the pans that I have them in. Easy peasy. So when I get there, you guys, y'all, tell me why Christmas Day, I literally, y'all, had to keep the rolls in the oven for a long time because for some reason it would not bake in the middle for some reason. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, okay. And I had to retrace my steps. I was like, did I leave them out how I normally would? Like, did I do something different? Did I do something wrong? I'm about to die if I don't hit. And I was like, what I do differently? And I was like, I didn't leave them out to get them room temperature. I think for me personally, because it was still like kind of doughy in the middle. But then they were fine, so I was like, we were able to eat it, thank God. So, but cinnamon rolls came out great. I liked the tradition that we
We'll
do.
raise the collar on.
A camp with a Drummel, huh?
Yay, great.
I'll meet you there.
Like I was saying, what I do with the cinnamon rolls, our tradition is that I started is making cinnamon rolls on Christmas Eve. That way we can watch the nativity story, you know, like that will be like our thing that we do. So yeah, that I love that tradition for us. It's like, yay, that's like, you know, like a little tradition. So cinnamon rolls on Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day we had we got smoked turkey from, what's it called, the Honey Baked Ham Company. I'll pop their logo up on the screen. I don't know. And then we went to, well, some of my dad's members made us food. They made us dressing. They made us mac and cheese. We had cabbage. That was delicious to my soul. So spicy and had sausage in it and stuff like that. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. So we didn't have to do too much cooking. But to be continued.
Wizard, long time.
Hey.
You made friends with... Yeah, well, drivers get dibs because I found Ned first. I was narrowing down his location when you came in.
All right.
Let's go get him.
All right, so let me just go ahead and grab this chest because and all the coins I can get. But yeah, so Christmas was great. We really didn't do like Merry Christmas type of, we didn't really buy ourselves like gifts or anything like that because we were really saving money to go see my sister. And so, but my aunt, she got me and Rachel something, and then a couple of my dad's members, they did some things as well. And they were like, hey, I'm like, oh, thank you guys so much. And I was like, I definitely wanted a new scarf because I was like, hey, I'm going to Connecticut. I want a scarf.
How do you like me now, wizard? Ain't no spell gonna break this armor. It's made of ground up dispel charms.
All right, he needs help. Can I talk to you?
If Ned's still...
Okay, now we gotta defeat some of these bandits. All right. I'll show this part so that way we can get some things done. But yeah, so Christmas was literally great. And then one of the members came over and was like, Pastor, I made some gumbo, and I didn't get any gumbo. But my dad was like, this gumbo was really good. And I was like, so you didn't want to share? You didn't want to share? Anyway, but yeah, then, you know, we relaxed, we watched some football and everything like that. So Christmas was really, really good. My dad's church, what they did on Christmas Eve, that's why they couldn't come back home for Christmas. The church, what they do, they do like a they pass out Christmas dinners and toys and stuff like that in the community, which was awesome. They had like over 100 people stop by, and I'm like, whoa. So I was like, okay. Like, whoa. So we went over there and helped them out. Such a great turnout. A lot of people came. I was like, wow, that's a lot of people. But that's what they do on Christmas Eve. So my dad was like, we can't come home for Christmas. We have to be here. So we were like, okay, fine. So Sunday, we went to church with my parents. We got back to the house, kind of relaxed for a little bit, but then we started packing. Well, my sister and I, we were already done packing. We just had to put our stuff together. Put our stuffs all back in the car. We decided to I told my sister, I was like, it'll be better for us to bring your car back, because that way we don't have to we don't have to drive all the way back here to mom and dad's, you know, place just to, you know what I mean, like get stuff, like to grab your car and everything. That's just crazy. So, and my sister's like, yeah, you're right. So we got back home and we had to get up. My dad was like, I want to be at the airport at 3:30 because our flight left at 6:30 in the morning. And he was like, TSA has changed since the last time he has flown. So he was like, we need to get there early. I'm glad we did, because that was my first time flying ever. Everything TSA. And I'm just like, bro. And I need 2 of these. And I was like, okay, so we got to do some things. So, and so we got to the airport. We decided to just park in the parking garage, which I'm so glad we did. I need some wisp because I'm low on health. These guys are insane. Parked in the parking garage. At first my dad did not want to do that, but then I was like, Dad, I think it'd be a better bet for us. That's just me. And he said, okay. So that's what we did. We parked in the parking garage, and I said, all right, cool, Dad. So I was parking in the parking garage. We were there at our terminal C. So we had to check in. My dad thought we just had to just do our baggage claim, but we had to check in. So my dad was like, okay, we messed up. And the guy was like, it's okay, y'all. I was like, hey, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so we checked in at United. My dad, I think my dad was just flustered because we were just trying to get there, and I think my dad was just overly stimulated. That's just me. I could be totally wrong. And we checked in with United. My dad was like, I don't know how to check in, so gratefully people that work with United was like helping us out. And then that we got our bags checked in. My dad did not realize we had to pay for our bags, like our luggage, but we did. So got our bags together, claimed. We had to go to TSA. For some reason, they wanted the lady was do you have your boarding pass? I was like, my what? I was like, wait a minute, I have to, I need to show her my boarding pass. Gratefully, after that, we did not have any problems after that. We made sure when we were checking to leave to come back through Bush Airport, everyone had the United app. Just go through, continue as a guest, do your confirmation number that you had, and everybody had their boarding pass. Because when we got through TSA the first time at Bush, they literally said, they asked me. They didn't ask my mom, my dad, or my sister. The lady asked me if I had my boarding pass. I was like, what? I was like, my dad has it on his phone. We had to keep going to my dad's phone. Next thing I know, I had like these Bluetooth headphones that kept falling out of my purse. I was like, oh my gosh, if these fall out my purse one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. So yeah, I was not having it at all, and I was like, I can't deal with this right now. So
Hey, you got the wire.
So that was like a trip in itself. And then afterwards, I think this is where we meet Freddy Krueger again. We have to fight him again. So I might need to team up with somebody. And I don't think nobody's here, in my opinion. I don't think nobody's here. Yeah, this is normal. I think I need to go here. I hate to say it like this. I don't think nobody's here. But let's just see if we can team up. I'll talk for a little bit and hopefully somebody shows up. Oh, awesome. Someone's going to join us. Awesome. So, but anyway, so we got there. TSA actually went okay for me. The lady was patient with me when she asked about my boarding pass. And we went through TSA. I had to take off my shoes and everything like that. The only person that we were waiting on was my sister Rachel. For some reason, Rachel's like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I went through TSA fine. But the lady in front of my sister Rachel, they were taking it was like she had this big purse, and for some reason she had like a lot of stuff, like baby stuff, like the can of formula for her baby, the bottles and stuff like that. So they were going through everything, and for some reason there was something that they were like, well, what's this for? I'm like, oh my gosh. So it took us a while, but I was like, well, gratefully we're here early, so not like we're not late late to our our plane and everything like that. And then after we got through that, y'all, it was like smooth sailing for us. I need to go home and get some potions real quick. Literally, what happened was we got through that particular part, and I asked my sister, I was like, so what did you have in your bags? She's like, I didn't have anything. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just asking. Yeah, that was fine. I was like, wait, so what you got in your bags, Rachel? What you got in your bags, Rachel? So, but yeah, but there was nothing in her bags. She was good, but the lady was like, what is this? And Rachel's like, oh, that's it was like some type of spray that my sister sprays it in her throat to kind of like keep her throat from clogging up and stuff when it comes like when she does singing and stuff like that. And so my sister had that, and they were like, what is this? And so Lacey, you got this from Amazon? She's like, yes, I got it from Amazon. So it was like it was some type of, with lemons. It was like a beeswax. I think it's a company called Beeswax or something like that. So, but yeah, that was that. We got on the plane. Gratefully, my sister and I were sitting together, and then my mom and my dad were sitting together. So they were like pretty much right behind us. I honestly was just like in La La Land, because I was like, this is so cool. My first time flying, and I had a good time, honestly, going up in the air. My sister Rachel almost had a fit. I think she almost passed out because she was like, I am not having this. Hold my hand, Charles. And I'm like, okay, like, it's not that big of a deal. I got frustrated because I was like, why are we just driving around on the ground? When are we gonna take off? I was there. I was like, when are we gonna take off? But but I was like, oh, the runway. Oh, all right. So I was like, all right, cool. So, but yeah, it was we were taking off. I was like, oh, this is amazing. And she looked at me like, would you shut up? Like, she was so through with me, y'all. My sister was through with me because she was like, shut up. I'm so sick of you. I was like, but it is. This is amazing. It was. I thought it was awesome because I was like, this is awesome right now. So we got up in the air. It really didn't take us that long to get to, like, literally, we were in Chicago like in no time. So we had like a connecting flight. So we got to Chicago. We were at our gate in 5 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes. I'm not joking. Like, we were there in 5 minutes. And we were in between McDonald's and Annie's, like the pretzel place. Delicious. We really didn't want to eat because we were like, we don't know, our connecting flight is not that long, like, for delay to get there. So it's like, I don't think we want to eat until we get to Connecticut. So we finally get to Connecticut. This flight that we had from Chicago to Connecticut, they had like TVs. I didn't know that the movies were free because I was like, I ain't trying to get charged with nothing. I ain't trying to get charged with nothing. But then when I found out, I'm like, wait a minute, we could have watched movies for free. I could have been like entertaining myself right now. So, but yeah, it was so much fun. So we got there. I did a really good thing because my dad said we could just drive through Ubers the entire time. I said, Dad, no disrespect, I think we need to get a rental car. That way we ain't gotta worry about paying nobody to Uber. That's like an extra cost in itself. I made a great choice. Y'all, we had a Jeep Wagoneer and it was the fully loaded Jeep Wagoneer. I said, look what I did. I said, yes, look at the white shoes. Look at the white shoes. I was like really feeling myself. I was like, yes. If you guys don't know the episode of Martin, with Jerome in the house, and he's like, look at the white shoes. If you don't know that episode, I'm sorry. I was like, look what I did. But I was like, Charles, because my dad was thinking, okay, if we're going to be riding in the car and then we're going to be having Daria and my brother-in-law Tanuru in the car, like, we're gonna need like a suburban type of style SUV. Like, we're not having it. They had a Jeep Wagoneer, and my mom was like, now I think I want Jeep Wagoneer and get rid of my Infinity. I said, oh. It was a smooth ride. The snow, y'all, was so pretty. Even though my sister said it's gonna look dirty after a while, I didn't even care. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. I slept like a baby because it was cold, and I'm like, this is what I need I need this in my life. So yeah, I need this in my life. I need this. It's giving me life right now. Oh my gosh, really?
This?
Let me fix. Never mind. She just went straight in. She just went straight in. So yep. I guess she's done this before. She just went straight in. Like, she just went straight in. They're both. I need to read up on this because I don't know what else to do. Okay, so while she's doing that, I totally forgot about this particular dungeon. So we gotta fight Freddy Krueger again. So real quick. Okay, so like 1, 2 is there's a nightmare for you. Oh, okay, so we just gotta make sure we kill him. Take him out. I'm sorry. I keep saying the word. Keep saying kill him. I'm sorry. Gotta make sure that we take him out. 54%. Okay, so Awesome. 24%. Okay. Honestly, I probably just need to just... Well, she's balanced, so I don't know what else I need for her. But I can definitely put on some feints. Definitely do that. And if I gotta come in and do some killing... if I gotta make sure I do some damage myself, I'll do that. But yeah, so we get to Connecticut. We get in a car. We had to drive about like 55 minutes to an hour because my sister was not in Hartford, Connecticut. She was somewhere, she was like on a different city. So we finally get to the Airbnb. It's nice. We were living on the first floor and there's a second floor. So we had like second floor tenants that were up there as well that were renting that space. They were fine. My thing is like this. If you're walking upstairs, so we hear like the creaks and the cracks. I mean, like you're walking. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to tell you guys the second tenants that came only for one day, and that was just for New Year's Eve to New Year's, just for New Year's, only for one day. They were the biggest, craziest people I've ever met. I'm just letting y'all know right now. We get there, we spend some time. We decided to just buy groceries because we were at an Airbnb. That saved us a lot of money. That way we don't have to feel like we have to eat out all the time. But when we got there Monday afternoon going into the evening, my brother-in-law was like, let's just do pizza. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's this place there. It's called Andy's Pizza. That gave me life. That pizza, y'all, was amazing. I literally was like, I felt like I was in heaven. And my sister Daria and I, we love pepperoni pizzas, so I was like, we're here for it. Pepperoni, let's go, pepperoni. And yeah, it was so good. It was so good. I said, y'all making my location of Little Caesars taste like crap. This was so good. This was delicious to my soul. Like, delicious to my soul. Okay, I'm gonna put on like another feint. I do have like another feint. But yeah, it was so nice to see my sister. I am still in awe that she's pregnant. I was able to feel the baby one time because I did ask her, because you know, I don't know, some women don't like it when like, don't touch the woman's belly, I think I have a cleanser. So, but it's so good to see her. I'm like, yeah, like I said, I'm still in awe. It's like, I can't believe I'm about to be someone's aunt. So, but yeah, it's so surreal. But their apartment is so cute. Okay, definitely hitting next. You know what? Let's go ahead and just hit. Let's go ahead and hit. This might be a terrible idea, but we're just gonna just hit as best as we can. Whew. Wow, they really want me to be great. This might be terrible because I am Storm. But yeah, it was so good to see her. We had such a good time. My sister has been kind of like in pain, so keep her in your prayers. So we really didn't do a lot of going out a lot because of how she was feeling. And so my dad was like, you know, we're not going to do too much. And but that's fine, you know, that's like, no, that was fine with me. I was like, as long as she's okay, I'm good. So, but yeah, it was a nice, just spending time with her was like the best feeling for me, because you know, her moving, getting married, and you know, not being in Texas like we are, so it's like, it was nice. It did feel sad, like we had to leave, but we did take a lot of pictures and stuff like that, and the memories, and so but it was nice. But I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So New Year's Eve, my brother-in-law, he's a minister, and we got new tenants upstairs. So we're like, oh, okay. And I looked outside, and my sister said, are they like an older couple? I was like, they look like college girls, like two college girls. Bro, when I tell you, they made so much noise on New Year's Eve, going into New Year's Day when we got home. Atrocious. Like I said, they made so much noise. I mean, so much noise, to where my dad almost lost his cool. I don't know what they were doing upstairs. I think they were moving furniture. I think they broke things. And my dad almost lost his mind because he was like, I'm about to go and knock on that door and give them a piece of my mind. Because they were so loud. Like, I could not go to sleep. I told my sister, I'm not going to sleep until I know that there's silence upstairs. I'm not playing with them.
Not impressed.
So, no problem. So, but yeah, it was bad.
Right, let's get out of here.
It was just bad. So, and they were only there for one day because they left the next morning. I said, oh, thank you, Jesus. The first night we finally got, I said, I better not see no new tenant on New Year's Day. I better not see any new tenant on New Year's Day. I'm not having it. There was no new tenant on New Year's Day, but they were so loud. And my sister asked me on months in prior, can you make lasagna on Tuesday? So I made lasagna on Tuesday. And then on New Year's Day, she wanted chicken and waffles. So I made some chicken, I fried up the chicken, and I got the waffles, everything like that. So
I'll just mix you up, Freddy.
So I was like, so my sister was like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? I said, yeah, that's cool. I was fine with it. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't mind. Do I have any cleanses? Because you're about to fight Ned Collie again. Armor Ned Collie. And I think he does cheat. I'm teaming up again because, yeah, I think I need to team up again. So, but yeah, that was... My thing is, when we got to the Airbnb, the people that were already there, they were a couple. I think they were having some arguments upstairs because my sister said they were arguing a lot. But the newer tenants that came in for New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve only, they were loud. Like, I think that they were drunk or whatever. And I'm just like, what got me was like, my dad's about to lose his mind and he's about to become a parent and put them in their place. I'm like, I don't blame him. And then I did not go to sleep until 4 o'clock. So I did not get a lot of sleep. My parents got some sleep, but my dad said, I think I woke up a little bit, but I did go to sleep. I said, okay. But I told my sister, I was like, I'm not going to sleep until I hear absolute silence upstairs. And I did not hear absolute silence until like 3:45, but I did not go to sleep until like 4 o'clock. And I was like, I can't with this. Oh my gosh. So, and I texted my sister. I was like, we're going to be like a little bit slow because we had some problems with the people upstairs. And literally while we were getting ourselves together, they were leaving. And my dad, my sister said, my dad opened up the curtains like wide open so they could see him and his face saying, you better leave. I swear, you guys were the worst tenants ever. And we had to tell the people of the Airbnb, we had to tell them because he literally had strict rules. Quiet time, pretty much like quiet time to respect the people below and respect the people upstairs from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I'm thinking, well, they didn't do jack. They did not do that at all. They were not quiet. They were not civil. They were loud. They were loud college kids. And I'm just like, bro, I understand it's New Year's, you're celebrating New Year. But I'm like, you could have done that at your dorm. You know what I'm saying? You could have done that at your dorm. You did not have to come to someone's Airbnb. I'm pretty sure they made a mess because I heard a lot of moving around furniture and I heard somebody break something. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on upstairs? So my sister said next time when we get an Airbnb to go up there, make sure we get the whole house. That way it'll just be us. I'm thinking like, I agree. So, but yeah, it was nice to hang out with my sister. Y'all coming back to Houston, I'm sorry, coming back to Texas and going through Hartford International Airport was so much quick. It was really quick. We had to return the car back, which I was so sad to leave. I was like, bye. And check-in was easy. We just checked in and we were done. There was nobody in the TSA line at the airport. We got there and we were done. We got snacks this time. So I got myself like some trail mix, which was amazing. And this time we were able to kind of like, this time we weren't sitting together a lot, which I did not know. This is what I did not know. I did not know that if we wanted to sit together, we had to pay for those seats. I did not know that, and we had to do that for every flight that we were on, like every plane that we were on. I did not know that we had to do that, and my dad was like, "I'm not paying that so much," but our connecting flight from Chicago to Bush Airport, when we got on the plane, they were like, "Hi, welcome," and they gave me some earbuds. They're like, "You want some headphones?" I was like, "Yes, please, so I can plug it in." Y'all, I watched Casablanca. I was good to go. And then literally, y'all, when we landed back, I kept thinking, it's midnight. We're back at home at midnight. No, Charles, the time changed. It's only 11 o'clock. It's only 10, almost close to 11 o'clock. Y'all, tell me why when we got to Bush Airport, I did not realize, I'm like, our baggage claim sucks. To get our bags, I feel like we walked forever. I was like, how long is this walk just to get the bags? I just wanted my luggage. Then we finally got our luggage and we left. Y'all, when I tell you I was taking off my coat, I was like, I'm already hot. My sister said, "Oh, we're back in humidity." I'm like, exactly. It was cold leaving because it was like a strong wind, but then it was hot when we got back to Bush Airport. And y'all, tell me why. Literally, when we got back home, we were like so hungry. My dad was like, "What y'all want to eat? Because I'm hungry." I said, I was dreaming of a Big Mac, large fries, and a large sweet tea. My dad said, "I agree." I said, "Maybe not a Big Mac." I was like, we could all do a fish sandwich. But I really wanted a Big Mac. So we went and got ourselves some McDonald's, and we had to wait. And for some reason, they had the doors locked. So at first I was like, "What do you mean you got the doors locked? I'm trying to get in." And because I'm thinking like, where's our food? I'm like, it does not take that long just to make some fries. I know how to, fry it up. Okay, don't take that long. So, and I'm just like, dude, like what's going on? What's going on here? So, but yeah, it was pretty crazy, and so it wasn't bad. It was just like, I'm hungry and I want to eat, So, but yeah, it was nice. I have to admit, it was nice to, be up in the air. I have to admit, I was definitely really impressed with everything. That's just me. I think I did coming back, I had no one in between me, like in the middle. So me and this other person, we had space, and it was the same flight coming back from Chicago to Bush. We had space like in between us. So I was like, okay. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, I ain't got no problems, child. Like, that's like, I like this. So, but yeah, it was nice coming back, y'all. That week coming back, I was just so tired. Like, I was exhausted. I was surprised my sister and I decided to go to church Sunday, because I was like, we really gotta go to church. My sister's like, well, I already said we'll be back first Sunday. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But we did not have choir practice. We were like, we'll see y'all Tuesday. We'll see y'all Tuesday. And that week, the week that we came back, I was tired. So thank y'all so much for like hanging in there with me. But yeah, it was fine. So literally, I was just tired. Like, literally just tired.
Oh, you two again? Well then, let's have at it.
All right, he's having some fits. What happened to Ned? I'm not sure where Ned is. I feel like we may have to do this again because Ned is not here. So, but yeah, I'm so happy. But yeah, last week, y'all, I was tired. And then I don't have health insurance anymore. So I have to pay out of pocket. So as you guys know, I do have my license. So Tuesday was my first time driving to my doctor's appointment by myself. And it was so surreal. No hits yet. I don't know why. Where are my hits? But yeah, it was my first time driving by myself. So my sister got picked up by one of her old co-workers, and they were like, yeah, I can take you to work. And so yesterday was like my first time driving by myself. It was actually kind of nice, honestly. But I prayed because I was kind of nervous at the beginning. So I was like, Jesus, this is like, my first time. I'm kind of nervous. But after when I got in the car and everything like that, I was actually okay. It started to become like natural for me. Oh, finally, just in case I got a hit. Okay, because I was like, now I'm ready because all my hits want to come through now. Oops. Why do I have to start first? So, but yeah, it was fun. I'm probably sure everybody's like, Charsy's pretty much talked through the whole team up thing. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry, but it was nice. It was nice to be around my sister and my brother-in-law and kind of like be like in their environment. Connecticut is so different. It's so different. And but it was really nice seeing the mountains. I saw some mountains I've never seen. I was like, oh, this is nice. And I was just like, okay, God, this is nice. I'm really feeling this. So let me just see what happens if I feint him. Okay, good. He doesn't do anything. Okay, we can feint. Okay, good. So, but yeah, I already missed my sister already. So we're trying to get a baby shower together. She doesn't want like a traditional baby shower because of the fact she's in pain. She's pretty much kind of been in pain a little bit. But for right now, like she's good, and I'm just like, okay. I keep telling her like, okay, as long as you're good, I'm good, so she pretty much it's like, I really don't want like a traditional baby shower, so we're trying to do something that she would like for us to do. But I'm so happy to be back in town, but I'm still proud of myself. I was like, I can't believe I drove myself yesterday. I literally drove myself yesterday, and I was able to do my doctor's appointment. Y'all, I had to pay $85 out of pocket. And I was like, okay, and then after that, I had to go get my prescription. I had to wait a little bit because they just got the order and everything like that. Thank God it was only $34. I thought it was going to be like $60-something, honey. But it was not. It was just, I said, oh, thank you, Jesus. And then I got hungry because this is the thing. I don't know about y'all. Do y'all have it to where you guys don't eat during your doctor's appointment? I don't like to eat when I know I have a doctor's appointment because, like, I don't know if I have to do, like, blood work or anything like that. So I try not to eat anything. My appointment was at, like, 10:15, so I was there on time. So I didn't really eat anything because I was like, I don't know, like, if she, I don't know. And I was like, I don't know if she's gonna have me, do this, not. So I just kind of just like was like, hey, I'm not gonna do anything until, we're good. But yeah, I was like really, really impressed, with myself. I was like, look at me, I'm able to, do what I gotta do. And I picked up my sister from work as well, and then I can tell she was like, my car. So I just like, I told her, I was like, you can drive. So I was actually pretty proud of myself. I was like, I can't believe like I was able to, like go to the store myself and do what I gotta do. Super duper proud. I was like, look at me go. I got this. I can't do anything until I can actually hit. I can't hit. I need something because I really can't hit without. Oh, nice, you're gonna hit. Thank God. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. But now I was talking to my mom yesterday, because my mom was like, my sister's like, let me know when you get there, let me know when you leave, because she was just like, this is your first time driving by yourself. I said, I know. And now my mom and I were talking. We were like, we're definitely gonna have to, I'm definitely gonna have to get a car now, because of, you know what I mean, because the fact is like, okay, I need a car now. You know what, I'm just gonna just hit. This may not even do anything, honestly. This may not even do jack, because yeah, this may not even do jack. Okay. I really don't care if you're immune. I just want to be able to hit you with no problem. So, but yeah, my mom was like, I think we need to start looking for you a car, because that really helped out a lot, because I was able to do what I gotta do. I was able to get out the house and do what I got, but knowing that I had to leave at a certain time to go pick up my sister, I was like, you know what, God, my mom was like, I think it is time to start looking or something. And I was telling my mom, I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to really, really look. And she's like, I know, we're gonna have to look. I really do want to use reshuffle, because I think I need to reshuffle my deck. Like, I want to put on a feint, and I might hit again. I'm probably just gonna just hit again. So, but yeah, I'm just not sure which car I want to get. Honestly, my sister has a Hyundai Tucson, so I do like being up. And honestly, I hate to say it like this, I felt comfortable in my sister's car, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, I really felt comfortable in her car, like super comfortable. Like, it was like night and day. It was a smooth transition when it came to like the turning and stuff like that, so it was like I was in the groove of things, you know what I mean? So it just felt like second nature to me. In my dad's car, I feel like, because the wheel is so big, the wheel size is different. The wheel size is so different. So, and it's like, dude, like, he has this huge wheel. And I don't got time for that. But I love how my sister's car, it's just like a smooth transition for me. So, and I don't know why, it felt just natural to me. You know what I mean? It really just felt natural to me to get what I need to get done, And so it felt nice. It really did feel nice for the first time. Like, it feels nice to kind of like, just drive without, and I kind of honestly wanted to do other things when I was out and about, but I was like, this is not my car. This is not my car. This is my sister's car. So, but yeah, that's something that I really want to look into, is like which car to get, because I really don't know what car to get. I might want I think I want a Hyundai.
I'll take that.
But I'm not sure if I want a Hyundai, but I don't know. It depends on how things go and flow. Well, I have like no hits. Y'all, I had to reshuffle my deck because I had like no hits at all. So let's see what my teammate does. Because our other teammate just left. I don't know what happened. He just left. I'm like, wow. Yay, he's gone. Oh, thank God.
You broke me armor, you
He's really upset that we broke his armor. Yay. GG. I got a ring, but I really don't know. This was a mid-long episode, for real. I'll see how when we get there.
Well, we've got...
I fear dealing with reality must wait a spell. Let us rest and make for the ranch tomorrow.
Oh, we're not doing that. Oh, we're not doing that yet. Uh-uh. I think this is where I'm going to end the episode, because this is another nightmare, and I'm just I'm not ready for that. I gotta read up on that. But gratefully, we got through Freddy Krueger a second time, and we got through Ned Collie a second time. So all that's done. I feel like we're close to. I feel like we're almost at the halfway mark with Wallaru, because Wallaru is really not a long world. It's just long because of the episodes that I'm doing, but it's really not a long world. Because once I get to, was I already there? Oh my gosh, my brain went blank. Where was I? Okay. Once I get to the dreaming, on the underwater world, it's like, yeah, that's pretty much when it's like, yeah, we're about to end. Getting close to finishing up Wallaru and going to Selenopolis. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, comment down below your thoughts. Back up, girl. Back up, because you're all up in my face. She was all up in my face. Did y'all see that? She was all up in my face. Subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you be a part of the Great Squad. Shout out to everybody that's been watching my videos here so far. Really appreciate it. Make sure you guys comment down below your thoughts. Like I said, let me know in the comments down below where you guys are in the game. Are you past Wallaru? Are you in Selenopolis? Or are you at the beginning stage? Because I forgot to say what I was about to say. I started my death walkthrough, so that should be coming out pretty soon. It's probably gonna come after this video sometime this week, and yeah, super excited to do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode in Wallaru. We're going to be talking about a nightmare again. Bye everyone.